You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.
Y'all, I'm at the point where I'm extremely excited to be doing this room, because that just means that the baby is very much closer to being here, but I'm also extremely stressed out about doing this room. I've been putting this off for so long because just the magnitude of stuff that is in here. It's not just like things that I can, oh, well, let's just go ahead and put these somewhere else, because there is nowhere else to put this stuff. That's why it's in this room. So now I have to figure out what I'm going to keep, what I'm not going to keep, where I can strategically store some of this stuff. My house is small. You guys know that I don't have a lot of storage. I don't have like storage closets and things like that to put stuff in. So I'm going to have to get really, really creative. Anyway, I hope that this motivates you. I hope that you're here because you're excited, just like I am, to see how this little mini nursery is going to turn out. I have so many cute things that I have gotten to put in here. You guys are going to have to make sure to come and watch that. But today's video is basically about me getting all of this cleaned out and getting it to a place where you could actually just come in here and spend some time, because right now you just can't. You can't. So I don't have a lot of faith in myself, but I hope you guys have faith in me. That's the only way that I'm going to get through this. But let's just go ahead, quit talking, quit running our yaps, and get started, shall we? So if you guys are new here to my channel, hello, my name is Mandy, and here I do tons of realistic, real-life cleaning, decluttering, some decor. I like to keep things totally 100. I will often be cleaning either in sweats or a muumuu with my hair up, with a shower, without a shower. It doesn't matter. I just don't feel like getting all dressed up and gussied to scrub a toilet is necessary, and I don't feel like many of you guys do either, so I'm here for you guys. Anywho, this bedroom belongs to my fiance's daughter. She lives with her mom, and this was just a room that we had here for her when she came over on the weekends and to visit and things like that. She is now 15 years old. Nothing in this room belongs to her besides her piggy banks and this furniture, and she is not going to mind if I move some stuff around and clean. We have kind of kept this room as like a storage, just like a throw all spot, because our house is not very big. We don't have a lot of closets. We don't have a lot of storage space, but I got a lot of crap. So I tend to hold things in here. Also, so if you guys didn't watch like one of my last videos, I kind of explained this, but we do have a relationship with Mia. I don't talk about her because she does not want to be discussed online, and that I, hands down will honor her preference of being private. But she does come over. She does visit. We do see her, and she just doesn't use this room, if that makes sense. Like, there's no reason for her to use this room. So I'm going to attempt to make some little part of a mini nursery in here. Again, if you are new, I have two boys. They are, well, my youngest will be 25 on Christmas Day this year, and my oldest, he will be 26 on the 22nd, which, as the time I am doing this video right now, it's tomorrow. He'll be 26 tomorrow, and I want to curl up in a ball and die because now I feel extremely old. Anyway, he is giving me my first grandbaby, and she is going to be here. Well, her due date is November 5th, but she can come anytime. Her name is Mylah Brooke, and I am melting inside with so much love and joy already for this little girl. It's not even funny. So I'm just going to make a little spot in here for her, so when she comes to visit, I have somewhere, to keep her and her things. So this little dresser here, I keep towels in because I have nowhere to keep all these towels. I went through all these drawers, and look, one more drawer of towels. I couldn't believe it. There was just so many towels. Like, all the towels that I used to give Buddy a bath, all of our beach towels, things like that. We don't have a utility closet or like a big bathroom pantry closet type thing. So I have to be creative and find anything
or find anywhere to kind of shove things that need to be shoved. Does that make sense? Also, don't ask me why liquor bottles are in here. I don't know, but I'm getting them. Oh, actually, I do know why they're in here. When we got the new refrigerator, I had to move them, and then I just never put them back. So that's why they were in here. I don't just come in here and sit by myself and drink. I promise. So I'll put those back where they belonged, and I'm just going to kind of get everything out. My whole intention was to, as I was picking things up and go through them, to either decide if I was going to throw them away, keep them, whatever, and then decide exactly where they needed to go, because I couldn't really do anything in here with it being so cluttered. I needed like a whole clean slate to work with. So I just took everything out into the living room where I can see everything in the open, and then I could decide from there where they would go. Okay, so I pretty much have everything cleared out. All of the stuff that was on the bed was like a lot of decor and things, and I just put that in my office. I need to carry this stuff out. That's just a shoe rack. There's nothing in it except for our bowling balls. Our, bowling bags are sitting on top of it. That's just trash I need to take out. This is, again, the door that just keeps moving from one room to the other. This is supposed to go in front of our dryer, but our dryer comes out like 2 inches too far. We can't get the door back on. So I'm going to make an executive decision to put this downstairs, even though I know Ruben's not going to want me to. I don't care. It's coming out of this room, so it's going downstairs. This right here, these are all of Mia's piggy banks, and I have something else that I'm going to bring in that will be shown in the, fully decor video. So I'm going to leave that there for now because I really don't need to do anything with it. Y'all, this corner. Okay, so that's my suitcase. Obviously, it needs to go downstairs. Vacuum cleaner will stay here. All of this right here is just like packs of all of our blankets and sheets and bedspreads that I just can't seem to get rid of, yet I never used any of them. So I might go through those, figure out what I want to keep, what I want to get rid of, and then yeah. So probably what's going to happen is anything that I keep out of here is going to end up in this closet, because I kept this and we keep like, I don't know, 6 light bulbs on it. So I'm going to take that out, and that way I've got room. I can pack all of those blankets and stuff in here and get them out of the way. I also have like the carpet cleaner and extra little vacuums in here. I can probably still get the other vacuum in here. That won't be a problem. And then all of these jackets, this is where we keep our jackets and stuff. So they're good. They're probably going to just stay right where they're at. And then probably the only other thing that I'm going to do today is wipe down all of the furniture. And I think I might go ahead and rearrange it the way that I'm thinking that I want it. So this is going to end up being like a 2-parter. So again, this video is going to be clearing out, cleaning, rearranging all the things. And then the next video is going to be where I do all the things. Do you want a sneak peek? Do you want to see a little bit of what I'm thinking? I'll show you. Hold on. Okay, so here is just a little sneak peek of the wallpaper. Yes, I'm going to wallpaper, but it's not going to be the whole room. But this is just a little sneak peek of what it looks like. I decided that I didn't want it to be really busy. I also didn't want it to be really baby. And I also didn't want it to be really girly, if that makes sense. Not really so much like a boho theme or feel, but kind of boho cottage, whatever words the influencers are saying this day and age. I don't know. It's just what I liked, and that's what I'm going to do. Also, I was on the interwebs and I said, oh, let me just get some wallpaper. That will be nice, right? Because I'm like up to here with painting right now. So, it is peel and stick, so it'll come off. It's going to be easy to install. But I was like, yeah, girl math, right? So I knew this was the room that I wanted to put it in. I vaguely kind of in my head knew like the size of the wall. And I was like, oh yeah, sure. 2 rolls will do fine. No. So I had to order 2 more rolls, and they won't be here until Tuesday. So probably by the time, obviously, that you see the other video, it will be here and I will have it all done. But I know it's going to put like a little kink in my chain. It's okay. I've got a lot to do to be worried about wallpaper right now. But I'm going to go ahead and get started on this little corner of blankets. And then we can get into moving stuff around and wiping everything off.
self-love. You think I'm going crazy, but I'm not missing you. I only miss the illusion you pretended to be. I'm not acting crazy, I just said we're through. Baby, you gave a lot. But what about trust? What about all this time you looked in my eyes, babe? What about commitment? What about all the empty promises? Oh, what about? Trust.
So if you guys never did see the video, I actually did a little mini makeover on this room before, and it was like a total change. I'll go ahead and put that video up in the tags above. That way you can go and take a look at that and see how this room got to where it is now before I'm changing it again. Also, I never really put into consideration how heavy this was going to be to try to move with all of that stuff in it. So I got it literally like to the doorway, and I was like, oh no, we're just going to give myself a break for a minute. Also, I don't think I showed you the struggle that I went through to get this to the place where it is sitting now, because it was not pretty. It was not cute, and I don't want to expose y'all to that kind of hot mess. But also in that last video, or not the last video, but the video that I did of the makeover of this room, you could see where I had to fix this bed, and she's still holding strong. I'm proud of myself for what I did. Also, another thing that was heavy are these daggone piggy banks. Every single one of them are full to the brim, and I had to move them like 3 times. Busting a sweat over here. I clearly need to work out a little bit more. But once I got everything out, it was a lot easier to kind of see where I wanted to put things and how I wanted to arrange it. And I think by the time I get done with this room, it's going to be so daggone cute. It's not even funny. Also, I'm going to end up getting another bedspread for this bed. The one that's on there now is just something that I already had laying around, and it's like a queen size, so it's entirely too big to begin with. But I need more color. And I thought, well, maybe I'll just get some really cute pillows and that will add a pop of color. But I have in mind kind of what I want. And hopefully by the time I get the second video up, the part 2 of this, where everything is done, I will have a new bedspread. So you guys will have to come back and see if I actually did, in fact, find something else that I wanted to put on this bed.
Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.
So now that I have all that moved, I'm thinking, okay, first of all, I'm going to put all that stuff in the washer. All that stuff will be cleaned. But I'm thinking, because I was going to put that there, I don't know. I think now I kind of want to put it like catty corner right here. Now that I see that I've got plenty of room. And then here is where I'll put like the pack and play and stuff. And then Ruben does not want to get rid of this. Completely understand. I might see if he'll let me paint it. He probably won't. He made that. And then I was thinking I could maybe take it and put it over here against the wall by the pack and play and put like diapers and maybe a couple of those little baskets in there if they fit for like onesies, clothes, whatever that I have that I'll be keeping here. I'm not sure. Also, I've got something else I'm going to put all that on, so you'll have to come back and watch. But for right now, this is where we're at. I'm going to throw that stuff in the washer and get this stuff moved. Also, this is like some bigger pieces of decor that I have that I was storing under the bed. And yes, they're going right back under there because I have nowhere else to put them.
I was told it was urgent. Come see me tonight. In the circle we're flirting and we dance for hours. She knew that she had me, but I didn't realize I'm sleeping with a vampire. Got lost in the city when we drove through the night. Stopped by in an alley and she kissed me wild. She knew that she had me, but I didn't see it now. I'm sleeping with a vampire. When morning has come, she's always gone. She will call me when she's run out of young blood. Of young blood, she hates to see me fall. That's why she leaves at sunrise. At sunrise, just when morning has come, she's always gone. I'm sleeping with a vampire. She knew I was waiting through months in pain. The one day she texted me at 12 a.m. I knew that she had me, and I started to see that I've been hooked up by a vampire. She said, I'm sorry, I left you behind. And I know it sounds funny that it was enough. Checked in at a hotel, and I already knew this time I'm sleeping with a vampire. When morning has come, she's always gone. She will call me when she's run out of young blood. Of young blood, she hates to see me fall. That's why she leaves at sunrise. At sunrise, just when morning has come, she's always gone. But she will call me when she's out of blood. When morning has come, she's always gone. Call me when she's out of blood. Sleeping with a vampire, sleeping with a vampire. She will call me when she's run out of young blood. Of young blood, she hates to see me fall. That's why she leaves at sunrise. At sunrise, just when morning has come, she's always gone.
So I just realized while editing, I think I have pulled my tights up about 184 times, and I apologize for that. That's not very ladylike, but they were falling down. Anywho, this is the little fold-out ladder that I got from Amazon. I will be honest, I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger, but I can guarantee you I did not read the dimensions, so I can't get mad at anybody but myself. The one thing, well, there's a lot of things that I love about this, but the main thing is you don't have to put it together. It comes out and the little shelves just flop out. So all you have to do is just connect that little bottom one to the little pegs on the bottom, And there you go. There you have it. And I mentioned earlier that these piggy banks are full. Again, girl math, I have no idea. So these probably weigh, I don't know, a good 300 pounds, I'd say. I could be way off. But this shelf is holding them up perfectly fine. I do wish it was just a little bit bigger, like I said, because there are so many things I'm putting on here. Just to have a little bit more space would have been nice. But for the price and for the fact that you don't have to put it together, it just comes like this. I think it comes in other colors too. Hands down, love it. If you are looking for something similar, please go and check it out. I'll put the link to it in my description if you want to check it out. But I love it. It's so cute, and it's, you know, it's here for everything that I need it to be for. I think at some point I might grab another one to put in the living room once we get everything situated in there, like with floors and stuff like that. I think it would just be darling to put some little pictures or knickknacks or something like that on there. But all of the bedding is done in the washer, so I'm going to go ahead and get this bed made. And looking back at it now, yes, I definitely do want to get something of color to put on here. There's a couple more things that I'm going to be adding to this room, kind of major things, so make sure that you come back and check that out. It's just going to tie everything in. And I think I'm also going to get just a little mini lamp, kind of like the one that I have in the kitchen for that little bed stand. And I was thinking maybe like one of the floor lamps that curve at the top to put behind the dresser, so when I change out that lamp, I will have the whole top of that dresser to add things if I need to. It's not going to take up any space. And maybe just like a rattan one. I just think it would be stinking cute in here. Those styles are just adorable. I love them. Or maybe even a brass one. I think a brass one might be pretty in here too. Or a glass one. I don't know. We'll just have to find out. You guys will have to come back and see. But I'm going to get this bed made up and kind of give you an overview of what everything looks like. To me, this is like the Taj Mahal. I've got all of that stuff out of here. Everything is where it's supposed to be. There was a ton of trash taken out. And it just feels like a room. It feels like a room again. Also, if you guys are going to come in the comments and say something about having a bed by the window in a child's room, don't, because nobody sleeps in this bed unless we have company over and they're adults. And also that window is extremely high. I know there are ladders, but don't worry about it. I promise the baby is not going to be sleeping in this bed by the window. But yeah, I'm so excited this is done, y'all. I'm wore out.
Okay, y'all, so my back is broken, but everything is done. I decided I could not put the chest, the dresser over here because there's a register in the floor and I did not want to cover it up. So it's right there. Also, that's not going to stay. I just got to figure out where to put that. And I didn't want to show you guys this yet, but I also have nowhere to put it for now. But this is the little ladder that I got for all of Mia's piggy banks, and I don't know if that's going to stay right there or not, but this is how everything looks. Also, I'm not going to keep that lamp. I'm going to get something different. That was just an old lamp that used to be in our living room, so I'm going to switch that out. Yeah, but this is how it looks. Everything is clean, everything is nice, and I'm excited to finish. You guys are going to have to let me know what you think and how you think that wallpaper is going to do. I'm terrified.
So I'm literally sweating, you know what, but I'm so excited I got this done. Again, I'm going to feel this really good tomorrow, but I'm going to go take a hot shower and get ready for wallpapering and all that good stuff. So I'm probably going to do that tomorrow, which means part 2 of this little mini nursery makeover will be up probably in a couple of days, so make sure to come back, check that out. But I'm pooped, and I'm just glad it's done. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and watching me get all of this situated, but I gotta go. I love you and I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
So high, I'm hypnotized.